Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to the incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Swift. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. The defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he's down to the 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
21G.
Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now he's free at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 79 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't it? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are
taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25, Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Eagles 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Breaks through the contact.
Boston Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Gets to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Great, set. Round up, Yeti.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
73.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
63.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Hassan Reddick getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Tua. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Miller.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Here now, 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Completes to Zacchaeus. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running the counter with Mostert.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. All right, what can Tua do now with his drive in OT? Gets this one to Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.